Well, this guy, Mike Pelfrey, is going to play a big part in what the Mets do in this homestand. He has 2 starts. Here he's only given up 6 home runs so far in his 15-game start. From John Smoltz to Glavine, but that sprinkled into the spring.
Chopped off the plate. In comes Castillo to field it and throws out for a call for the first out of the night. Hudson scuffling right now, 0 for his last 22, but he breaks that with an opposite field hit. Evans scoots over to play it, and Hudson, just like that, snaps off the 0 for. And the 3-2 is on the outside corner, strike 3 call. And Ramirez has done a lot of arguing since he's come back. Pelfrey ahead 0-2, and it's flared into right field, a base hit for Blake. And Loney taps one past the mound. Cora behind the bag. And he throws out Loney to end the inning.
Well, Clayton Kershaw, who earlier this season Joe Torre likened to a young, should I say it, Sandy Koufax. And he's had some amazing games, but up and down. Youngest player in the National League last season.
And that fastball in for a call, 3rd strike, and Castillo, the toughest man. As Cora lines one to short for a call, leaps to grab it for the 2nd out. Again, the 3-2, and David takes it low, ball 4, and the bench. Right takes off. Sheffield takes the curveball for a 3rd strike.
That's the first time since 62. Any time, sorry. Yeah.
Martin lines one to left, and he's got a base hit.
Distractions.
And Ethier down swinging at a good slider by Pelfrey for the first out of the inning. Month, if the Phillies can get hot, they can open some space. Big chopper for Wright to wait for. And his throw across, not in time to get Kemp. Wright did not throw that ball well at all. And bunts it beautifully, forcing Wright to handle it. And he gets the out at first. Now the 3-1. And that fastball misses. Again the 3-2. And he missed ball 4, and the Dodgers take the lead. After pitching around for a call, Pelfrey walks Hudson with the bases loaded, and the Dodgers lead 1-0. Here's the 1-2. Broken back bloop, and it falls in for a base hit. Kemp and Furcal come in to score, and the Dodgers lead 3-0. Pelfrey did everything right. He broke Manny Ramirez's bat, but Manny drops one into center field to chase home 2 and give the Dodgers a 3-0 lead. Ramirez will go from first, 3-2. Hit on the ground right of Castillo. That'll end the inning, but 8 Dodgers came to bat. Here's a 3-2, and Tatis grounds one right to Furcal. And that's the first out of the inning.
Loves the curveball.
And there it is, and he gets Church looking. His 3rd call, 3rd strike, and 2 of the 3 have come just like that. Loop to shallow center. Furcal can't get there, and the Mets have their first hit of the night. And the curveball struck him out. So 2-2 to Loney. On the inside corner, strike 3 call.
Kid that grew up in Wichita, so pretty easy for you to keep him there. What was he like, if you can tell us, as Morton finds a hole? It's going to be a base hit for him.
I don't know why. He never had that problem before, but a tough year this year because we had 12 guys that signed off our team from the year before. It was a tough road, but it's a great place now. We've got over 8,000 seats upcoming, and a great facility.
That he might have liked, but he was a great college player playing for his brothers. Toward the hole, past Blake for call on the backhand, but no chance to get Castillo. Pardo of Manhattan, Stacy won the Acela Express Ultimate Road Trip Sweepstakes and spent the 4th of July in Philadelphia. As Cora lines one to left center. Castillo around second, trying for third. Kemp's throw to third base, and he's out! Matt Kemp guns down Castillo, trying to go first to third.
Well, what a play by Kemp. Usually in this position with a 3-run lead, this ball goes into second base to keep the force in order, but instead Kemp with that guns down Castillo with third base.
And Wright lifts one to right field, easing over his Ethier to put it away and end the inning. Castillo bobbles and then throws wide, and safe at first is Furcal. Runner goes, line to left, Evans back, and he can't get it. Furcal heads for third. He's going to be waved home by Larry Boa. The relay thrown to the plate by Cora. The slide, safe. 4-0 LA. Now through the hole. A base hit for Ramirez. Hudson turns third. He heads on in. The throw by Sheffield cut off. And Manny has his third RBI of the night. And the Dodgers are pulling away. They lead 5-0. Double play ball to third. Wright hesitates, gets the out at second, but no out at first. Runner goes 3-2, line to left. Evans in front of it. Retreating quickly is Blake. And bouncing ball to third. And Wright goes the short way to get the force. And the curveball gets Sheffield looking for the second time.
Deep.
Tatis pops one up into shallow right. And Ether coming on to make the catch. 2 out. Curveball bounced to first. One of the rare curves the Mets have made contact at tonight, but Church bounces out weakly to Loney. Ripped into right field, a base hit for Ether. And then not performing in game. Ground ball to the hole and a base hit for Kemp.
You don't belong here. I think that's sort of how it goes.
Kershaw gets the bunt down. Descends will have to go to first. 1-4 on the sacrifice. And he walks again. And Hudson grounds one weakly. Tatis coming home, and he gets the force play. Nicely done by Fernando Tatis to get the second out. In there for a call, strike 3. Same pitcher was called out on in the first inning, and this time less of an argument. Only equipment flipped by Manny, and John Hirschbeck just looked at the equipment. He flipped it and threw it out of the game. Manny gets ejected after taking his elbow guard and flipping it up in the air in the general direction of the home plate umpire. Hirschbeck was not sure at first that it actually had happened, and looked behind him, saw the equipment on the ground, turned, and threw Manny Ramirez out of the game.
To play in 10 minor league games, only played in 5.
Evans walks on 4 pitches. Breaking ball hit slowly. Hudson makes the flip, and Furcal with that strong arm turns over the double play. Strike 3 called. Kershaw has his 7th strikeout.
You go through those dead arm periods.
Casey Blake hits one deep to right, and back goes Sheffield to reel it in on the warning track. That was always a possibility as Loney grounds one to the right side. Tatis gets back to cover, and they're 2 out. The last pain that he felt. Little fist job taken on a hop by Cora, and a 1-2-3 inning for Tim Redding, his first inning out.
Tag along if they make that run, whether it's Philadelphia or whomever.
Furcal backs off the plate and throws out Castillo for the first out. 1 out and nobody on. Yes, they do. Cora flares one out to left field, and Juan Pierre is there to grab it for the second.
Very rarely do you see it. Young Mr. Kershaw has it.
Hudson in front of that ground ball, and Kershaw sets the Mets down 1-2. Here's Matt Kemp, who lifts one to center field, and Church has it lined up. So quickly, Redding's retired the first 2 in the 7th, and
hurt his head, of course.
Driven to deep right field. Back goes Sheffield looking up, and that ball is out of here. Off the overhang on the Pepsi porch. Blake DeWitt hits his first home run of the season. A pinch hit home run, and the Dodgers now up 6-0. DeWitt tripping, crossing home plate.
Trying to go inside with this little cutter. Line drive off that subway sign.
No replay necessary. 3-2 to Furcal, and he pops one up. Playable for David Wright. Hit hard right through the box and into center field. A leadoff single for Sheffield, and striking out Tatis for the first out of the inning. Double play ball. Hudson to Furcal, and on to first. 4-6-3 on the double play to end the inning. Tim Redding 2 innings, 1 run in relief as Hudson goes down on strikes.
And inside, to tell you the truth.
Pierre socks one to deep right center. Sheffield back, and it's over his head and off the wall and bouncing away from him, and Pierre will head for third. The Juan Pierre up for the first time in the game, cracks a 1-out triple. Little flare, center field, in comes Church, and he makes the slide and makes the catch, tagging his Pierre, and he will score to make it 7-0 LA. 3-2. Pulled toward the hole and a base hit for Loney.
And there's 4 teams that could do it.
Martin works out a walk. The 11th pitch of the at-bat, and Ethier checks his swing and takes it low, and the bases are loaded. 3-1 to Kemp, and he walked him to force in a run. The wheels are all falling off. 3 straight walks by Stokes, and it's 8-0 LA. Popped up. Nish calling. Right coming. Calls him off. Now Vargas with the 2-2, and Evans smokes one to right field, but right there is Ethier waiting for it. 1 out. Santos bangs one off Vargas, but is able to recover and make the play.
And you know, that's been difficult.
In shallow left, Pierre comes on to make the diving play, and that ends the inning. It's played by Juan Pierre. 0 for 3 officially, but he scored 2 runs, and he slaps one to shortstop for Cora to handle. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pick it out that way. Castillo gets in front of it.
You know, we said that Murphy's Law, it made a lot of sense. It seems to go wrong at every turn.
And Castillo drives one toward right center, racing over Ethier to track it down. Nicely done by Andre Ethier. 1-2. Popped it up. Hudson calling. And Cora retired, 2 out. Again, the 3-2 to right. Popped it up. This one will stay in play. Loney ready to grab it, and the ball game is over. And for the first time since May of 2005, the Mets have been shut out in back-to-back games. 22 innings without a run, as Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers combine on a 4-hitter and take the opening game of the series.